The seaplane arrives, not for the sake of passengers or cargo, but in search of the perfect take. You're watching a CompuServe commercial in the making. The location? Princess Louisa Inlet, British Columbia. Breathtaking and remote. So just how far are we willing to go to reach our audience? Very far. From the glacial waters of Western Canada to the peaks of Mammoth Mountain to a lot at Universal Studios. Each one of these settings helps us create the kind of dynamic, successful advertising to which we're committed. The kind of advertising that attracts thousands of new subscribers each year and keeps them. But these scenes do more than capture attention. They demonstrate our drive to create the compelling, powerful messages that have helped make us and keep us the largest, fastest-growing computer information service in the world. And we guarantee that these messages are seen, heard, and acted upon. We back all our advertising with aggressive media buys, with our media spending in the millions each year. So our television commercials are spotted on the top cable networks. Our print campaigns stand out in the leading publications. And this intensive media exposure lets us reach millions of people annually. Hundreds of thousands of inquiries were generated by our direct response advertising this past fiscal year. And the number of new CompuServe subscribers for the year let us achieve our phenomenal annual growth rate. The link between our advertising, media spending, and growth is not coincidental. We carefully track responses through our 1-800 number, reader service cards, and business reply cards. This way, we're always monitoring the impact of our advertising to keep on top of what works and why. So when the ads run and the phones ring, we're not necessarily surprised. It's part of the reward for all the months and miles we put into creating our advertising. But all that time and effort adds up to more than successful numbers. It also totals up to visually stunning television commercials, like these.
When John Nagy joined CompuServe, he was new at computing and an old hand on the mountain. He joined to get more out of his computer and more out of life. On CompuServe, as on the mountain, there was always something to discover, like the solution to a software problem that wasn't in the manual, or being one of the first to know about that special vacation spot and how to save time and money getting there. The mountain was a source of satisfaction he would never outgrow, in a way a lot like CompuServe. For more information, call 1-800-554-4080. Start with the basics, news, travel, and encyclopedia, and more for just $8.95 a month. Then go beyond for free software and help with hardware and software problems. You'll get more out of your computer and more out of life. CompuServe, the information service you won't outgrow. As a consultant, Leanne Bryant relies on a lot of things to help her test new outdoors equipment. Experience, knowledge, strength, and CompuServe. She joined CompuServe when she started her own business and found ways to work smarter. Through CompuServe, she meets other experts in her field. And when she has a question about software, Steve Jones joined CompuServe because a friend recommended it. He bought his digital deck for the same reason. And it was well reviewed on CompuServe. So when Steve added surround sound, he got good advice, right online, from someone whose system seemed a lot like his. They compared notes, then Steve checked out flights and airfares. There's only one. Cliff Lynn joined CompuServe because he travels a lot, and CompuServe makes traveling easier. It turned his computer into a travel expert to help him find great locations for photography and save time and money getting to them. With CompuServe, there was always more, like useful programs to download and advice from photographers around the world. CompuServe, the information service you won't outgrow.
And these compelling print ads and this high-impact presence on radio.
Okay, folks, my good friends at CompuServe have announced some additions to their basic service package. As you know, CompuServe continues to offer the most competitive and valuable set of services for a flat fee of any general online information service.
So now you see, from an isolated inlet in Canada to our nation's airwaves, CompuServe covers it all in order to live up to our mission to continually exceed expectations around the world. And to accomplish that, we'll go as far as it takes.